Hey everybody, this is Anthony with you again for Biblical Truth and Reality. This next video is going to be a very short one, and it's referring to another example of a childish brat from a person who's in his 40s. It was from a small Christian chat app, professing Christian chat app, and here's a screenshot of it right here. I downloaded this app, and this one person I want to talk about because he's an example of a person who acts like a Pharisee when anybody disagrees with him. He will call you names and then call you out and say, well, so-and-so believes this, I don't know why they believe that, but if you read these scriptures... I wish I had the chat evidence, but I don't have it. But I'll give you a brief scenario about what took place. So I went on the app and I commented, I wanted to open Sabbath and pray before I came on the chat room. And immediately, this guy right here, he came on the main screen, because that's what happens when you press the microphone button, that your picture or your icon, whatever it is, appears on the main screen so people will know who is speaking. And right here, this icon appeared, and he was making a short speech. I don't know why some Seventh-day Adventists want to come on here and say they keep the Sabbath. If you read Exodus, it says you can't keep the Sabbath because you had to do this and this and this, and there are all these rules and these regulations about keeping Sabbath. No one today can keep the Sabbath. So I don't know why these heretics and other people want to come on here and push their beliefs on everybody else, yada, yada, yada. Talk about a Pharisee, my God. Whew. And notice, a couple other people, one lady in particular, I won't give her name. I showed that much grace here. She said, well, you claim that other churches can't tolerate you, they don't accept you. Now I see why. You know why she said that? Because I then responded to this guy's audio comments. I said, I don't know why people are throwing darts at me. All I said was I wanted to open Sabbath and pray. That's all I said. So why are people throwing darts at me and accusing me of things I'm not doing? I believe in keeping Sabbath and the dietary laws. Now I'm getting attacked for it? I'm getting persecuted. Why? That was basically what I said. I also said I didn't come here to argue with anybody. I was just stating a fact that I believe Sabbath still applies. And then a short time later, he responds again. Well, you need to read Exodus, also regarding dietary laws. You need to read 1 Timothy chapter 4 because they don't apply to us. So you can't push your belief in other people, blah, blah, blah. When will this bozo clown shut up and stop? So, I decided to do the Matthew 18 thing. Matthew 18, the one passage that many people don't want to follow? Like Baptists, for example? Yeah. I've been through all that, and through that garbage I went through at Bible college, at Indiana Baptist College. Got falsely accused, almost not allowed to graduate because I questioned things. And I stood for what the Bible actually said. So I decided to follow the Matthew 18 thing, and I privately messaged him. And here's the message right here. Notice I was very nice about it. But before I could get to that, he actually sent me a message saying this. Can you believe that? You preaching heresy. And that's supposed to be the beginning of a discussion? No. So then I respond, like I already showed you with this. Yeah. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. No problem. And then he responds with this. Oh my God. Go away. I mean, who is he impersonating here? Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street? Scram! Beat it! Go away! Talk about a childish little punk. What about that? And this is what I respond with. Okay, that's fine. I offer you an opportunity for a discussion, and you say no. And then I ended the discussion. No problem. You see, brethren, this is how people act, professing fake Christians. When you offer them a biblical discussion, they shut you down. Like Matt Powell. See the screenshot here of Matt Powell's hate speech. Watch that video. When you offer a biblical discussion, they shut you off. You know why? They would much rather run their mouth and backstab and falsely accuse and name call and spread rumors about somebody than to show humility and having a biblical discussion like they did in Acts 15. People don't want to do that anymore. You know why? Look at this verse here. As a sign of the perilous times? Yeah. In the end times? Yeah. The love of many shall wax cold, and that is exactly what has happened, brethren. Let me encourage you. If you want to discuss things in a scriptural manner, let it be an audio discussion, or on the phone, or it's best in person. Don't be like this childish little punk right here. And don't be like Matt Powell, who wants to run his mouth and say hate speech to anybody who disagrees. Both of these people want to run their mouth and attack people who disagree with them. That's the mentality I got in this Baptist, professing churchianity, fake Christian mindset. They claim to be your friend, and then as soon as you disagree with them on something, they want to falsely accuse you and name call. It's no different in most circles in the Torah-keeping movement. And I have a whole series about that exposing their false doctrine. It's like no matter where I go, I get shunned. Now I know many people want to say, because you have an attitude, Anthony, you try to start fights. Really? Show me evidence I've ever attacked anybody. That I've instigated an argument. Show me the evidence. You know why? You can't find any. I don't instigate any fight. I simply ask questions, and sometimes I challenge things, and people get mad at me. Well, then you should also get mad at Jesus Christ, because he also challenged things, and the Pharisees wanted to kill him. So if you get upset because people like myself, who are true Bible-believing Christians, in a biblical sense, when we question things and challenge things, and not instigating any arguments, and you get mad, guess what? You're responding exactly like the Pharisees did. So that makes you a Pharisee. Yes, you. You're a Pharisee. Because that's how you're responding. You think Jesus Christ or the Apostle Paul would ever act this way or like this to me or many other biblical Christians for asking questions and challenging things in a civil, calm manner? No. They would be happy to have a discussion with me and many others who are true Bible-believing Christians. You know why? Because they have humility. Brethren, avoid bozo clowns like these two. And that includes Steven Anderson and many other people who act like childish little punks, over-authoritative little brats when people try to question things. Avoid them. You know why? It's of no profit. See these scriptures here. Interesting, huh? So, brethren, I hope all of you are having a good Sabbath. Love the Lord Jesus Christ, fear God and keep His commandments, and read and believe the King James Bible. Thanks.